is led by industry, so it's the Googles and Apples and Facebooks of this world. They are the ones who are creating this change. They need to be very involved in the education that we're setting up. Partnering with them in developing curriculums is something that's critical for closing the skills gap and for being ready for the job market. And again, pointing to job market, so our focus is job readiness. This is how we measure our impact and our success. We believe that programs that want to do that need to be very, very hands-on, project-based education programs. And this is really the best way to ensure that the student comes out being in demand. Again, these are all topics that were addressed earlier today, and we strongly believe in them. So on the back of all of this, Udacity exists. I'll give you just a quick snapshot. So we were founded in 2011 by Sebastian Thrun, who is also the founder of the self-driving car program at Google. And we develop what we call nano degrees. So these are 3 to 12 months programs that are co-developed with industry partners. So we have roughly 50 industry partners that develop content with us. And to give you an idea of how this looks like, we go to, when we wanted to develop the Android curriculum, we went to Google as the authority on Android in the market and asked them to develop a curriculum with us. When we wanted to develop the self-driving car engineer program, we went to Mercedes-Benz and asked them to co-develop the curriculum with us. So we go to tech companies and ask them what is needed in the job market today, and we get them to help us develop curriculums. We have about 16 of these nano degree programs available right now and growing. There's quite a few in the pipeline. They're all focused on tech. We have 8 million users, active users today, and at this very moment there are roughly 50,000 people enrolled in a nano degree program globally. And 8 international offices, including in UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt. The areas that we focus on are all, like I said, tech or tech-enabled areas. We do a lot of work in data science, all the way from the foundations of data science to advanced machine learning. And this is all meant to be a stackable journey. So there are nano degrees that tackle one area and then another area progressively as people get deeper and deeper into a topic. So cover mobile development, web development, and a few nano degrees that we call cutting edge that, in fact, you can't really study unless you go to MIT or Harvard, but now it's available online. One last thing I want to say about our nano degrees in terms of how, the most important components of them. So we talked a little bit about the content that is industry-led. So for instance here, this is the Android program with a developer from Google that focuses on Android that is delivering the lecture. So that's one. 2 is this job-ready portfolio that we talked about. So a student enrolled in a nano degree program spends about 50% of their time actually writing code, doing projects that are then, that essentially become their portfolio to showcase to employers when they're finished with their nano degree. Throughout this journey, this 3 months or 6 months or 12 months journey, depending on the program, they have access to a network of mentors and reviewers that are trained by Udacity. There's about 1,000 of them worldwide. So essentially, if a student is struggling with a piece of content, they can schedule a virtual one-on-one session with one of our mentors, and once they deliver or submit a project, one of our reviewers will go through a detailed feedback and return it back to them within 24 hours. And this is essentially how they progress through the nano degree program, through a series of projects that they complete until graduation. So that's it for what Udacity is globally. I wanted to also talk a little bit about what we're doing in the region. This region is quite peculiar because all over the world, Udacity has been growing through its B2C model. So that means students go online and enroll themselves directly in our now degrees. In this region, we've been here since 2015. This was sort of our first initiative in the region was in 2015. We've seen the catalyst as the governments. So governments partner with us to deliver programs that sort of pave the way for upskilling their populations. So I'll give an example of that. I want to show a video of a program, the very first program that we did in the region. This was with the Ministry of ICT in Egypt and Google as our main partners. And this was a program to train 2,000 app developers, to train and certify 2,000 app developers. So I'll show you guys the video now. Could you? No sound?
It was much more about creative ideas, thinking about things that haven't been done before, thinking how they put Egypt even more present in the global map.
The mobile app launchpad is a collaboration between the MCIT, Udacity, and Google, among other partners, aimed at certifying 2,000 Egyptians on app development.
كانت مثال واضح قوي للتعاون ما بين حكومة أو قطاع عام وما بين قطاع خاص. كان في دور مهم قوي ان هيئه تنميه صناعه تكنولوجيا المعلومات فيها مركز الابداع التكنولوجي ورياده الاعمال، وده كان مع شركه جوجل بيعتبر اختراع اخر تنفيذي كان هو وشركه جوجل شغالين مع بعض.
Udacity, in collaboration with Google and the Egyptian government, translated all its materials to modern standard Arabic. We hired local coaches to assist the students in their learning, and we're working with the government of Egypt to put together study groups that meet regularly once a week, so students can stay on track.
This hybrid approach between just online learning as well as in-classroom study groups and additional chances for the students to meet each other in cohorts that they're working in is really quite unique.
طبعا كان معانا بيقوم بدور مهم قوي معهد تكنولوجيا المعلومات اللي هو ITI، فكان مهم قوي ان يكون في مجموعات دراسيه على مستوى الدوله بحيث ان يبقى في مرشدين وفي مراجعين ومقيمين يساعدوا الشباب ان هم ينهوا الماده التعليميه ويعرفوا ازاي يستفيدوا منها ان هم يعملوا شركات ويعملوا تطبيقات فيها ابداع.
When students take our Google Udacity training, they focus on building real-life projects, things that are in demand today.
الرول بتاع وظف الايميل بروجرام ان احنا جينا ككارير بارتنر، ساعدنا كذا حاجه في البروجرام. ففي شركات كتير جدا كانوا بيحتاجوا يعينوا موبايل ديفلوبرز. جزء من الشغل بتاعنا ان احنا نماركت البروجرام للامبلويرز عشان يلاقوا الجراديويتس بتوع البروجرام اول ما يتخرجوا.
We're going to be encouraging the students to develop their own apps. We're actually going to be holding competitions and giving away up to $200,000 to students in order to support the development and the marketing of their apps.
So these competitions will have two tracks. The startup track that focuses on mobile apps with evaluating the business model, and the technology and innovation track will focus on innovative mobile apps that are using the latest technologies with a social aspect.
Ahead of the curve is the ecosystem and outreach partner for the mobile application launchpad program. We're very happy we managed to do a lot of outreach events outside of Cairo.
بنعيش مع الشباب من اول مرحله اللي بيقدموا في البرنامج علشان ياخدوا تدريب على ادوات التكنولوجي وتطوير تطبيقات المحمول، وبنخش نعزز الدوله العامه ببرامج اخرى في مجال التفكير الابداعي. It's a complete experience من اول ما بتريكروت الستودنتس لحد ما بتعلمهم لحد ما بندخلهم الكومبيتيشن لحد ما بيبقى عندهم ستارت ابس.
بحس في النهايه انه الفاليو اللي احنا قدمناه مع الشباب دول بيظهر قدامك لما بتشوف انه الطالب او الخريج ده بيكبر بيتعلم.
هذه خطوه وبدايه، ولكن هذه البدايه المفروض ان هو يعقبها الكثير من الانجازات في المراحل القادمه.
احنا النهارده في المرحله اللي احنا فيها بنخطط ل 16,000 شاب وشابه. ابتدينا بالفعل في تنفيذ المرحله الجايه، وعندنا في موقع اسمه techleaders.eg موجود فيه شرح للمبادره الجديده او المرحله الجديده اللي احنا بنبنيها على النجاح اللي اتحقق في مبادره جوجل.
مفيش حاجه مستحيله، انت ممكن تعمل اي حاجه. اللي خلاك تدخل من وسط 5000 حد اتقدم وخلاك تتخرج من وسط 2000 حد دخل ومعرفش يتخرج، you are special. انت عندك talent مش عند ناس كتير.
So one of the things that we were really proud of in this initiative, of course, the great sort of success rate in terms of graduating people and the high employment success rate, but over and above that, we managed to get the entire ecosystem to come on board. So as you saw, this wasn't a purely online model. This was a blended model where there was weekly study groups that complemented the online learning. And there we had a ton of universities participating in this effort. And essentially what we did is we trained the teacher assistants at the universities to be instructors or facilitators in the study group sessions that were part and parcel of the online program that we were delivering. That is something that Udacity had done for the first time in Egypt globally. This was really a pilot that became so successful that it's now being replicated in other cities around the world where that blended model is being offered. Other initiatives that we're proud of in this region, this is with the MISC Foundation in Saudi Arabia, where we're training 2,650 Saudis in data science, mobile app, and web development. The thing that we're the most proud of here is that over 50% of the students so far have been women. So women in tech, something that makes us very happy. And then the last but not least initiative that we wanted to mention today is the Million Arab Coder Initiative, which was mentioned early on. This was announced a couple of weeks ago with our partners, the Dubai Future Foundation, the Mac Foundation, and Bait.com. And it's a very, very aspirational goal. We want to expose 1 million Arabs to introductory courses in coding. And thanks to our partner, Bait.com, we are creating a dedicated platform to help expose the students to opportunities in the job market. I'll wrap it up here. Just one, to close, our ask is for everyone in this room to evangelize the transformational force of education in this region. We believe that if we do that, we can really capture what we're calling the digital opportunity in MENA. Thank you.